Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Let's get right to it. So Sam and Jason are in England, and they're at the hotel Nicholas and Ava stayed at. And it's super low tech. They don't really have computers, but they have like physical record books of who checks in. So Sam's told that by the desk concierge that Niall Carradine checked out this morning, and she asks if he knows where he went, and he says that he can't say. And she says that Niall's 11-year-old son Spencer has fallen ill and needs to be told that his son is sick. And he says Niall wanted him to book a flight. He can't tell her where, but he can slip her the information. And apparently Niall Carradine is supposed to be on Dutch Air to Amsterdam. So she calls the airline as Anna Devane and says she believes a wanted criminal is on board. And apparently the flight took off, but Niall never checked in. And Jason thinks Nicholas never went to the airport at all. And the desk concierge comes back and says that, Niall's companion planned the transportation to Heathrow Airport. He doesn't know. And they're like, his companion? At Hux's Manor. New Nicholas, by the way. New Nicholas starting today. And they're at Hux's Manor, which they really didn't want to be at. So how did that happen? And he says they won't be able to get to the airport in time, and they've been taken to the blue room that, if you remember, he wanted prepared. So apparently they fell asleep in the car and didn't know how far they were driven. Apparently they're hours away from the airport, somewhere in the country. And Huck says that due to the weather, they can't be driven back right now because they could drive off a cliff. And I'm like, Nicholas and cliffs, not a good mix. So Hux is going to make arrangements for them, and Ava wants to call the police. Nicholas is absolutely not, and he believes that Huxley is harmless, that he's just a fan, but Ava wants out, and the door is locked. So Nicholas thinks it's just a settled foundation, that the door isn't really locked. He's like, let me try it. But yeah, he tries the door, and it is locked, and since they're 50 feet up, and the windows, like, there's just a 50-foot drop, they're trapped. At the hospital, Laura is having Spencer secretly see Kevin. He doesn't know. It's just going to be like a run-in. And Spencer doesn't want to talk about it. And Kevin doesn't think he can help if Spencer doesn't trust him yet. And he sends Spencer, like, off to the vending machines with a few dollars. And he asks Laura if he can see Spencer on a formal basis. And then Kevin also offers that if she needs to talk, she can. And he says he hit pay dirt with the Helena game, by the way. So Lloyd and Lucy Johnson are real. They live in Port Charles. Laura says that, she can't really concentrate on that right now. And he's like, yeah, I understand. I just want to let you know, like, when you're ready, it's ready. And Spencer makes a call at the vending machine. He's just checking in, and a psychiatrist is trying to mess up his game, and then he's like, I've got your back, father. So we were all right. Spencer totally knows his father's alive, and, I mean, good on Nicholas for not putting Spencer through emotional trauma, but bad on Nicholas for making Spencer lie to, like, everyone and people he loves. That's not a good lesson to teach your child, but I guess if you're a Cassadine, it is. At Crimson, Julian calls Alexis, and he's planning on coming home tonight. He's not staying at the Metro Court again, and he doesn't want to spend another night without his wife. Maxie and Nathan are at Crimson, and Curtis is having his test photos shot by Nina, and Maxie called Nathan down to tell him that she loves him and he shouldn't be defined by one mistake, and the wedding is back on, and Curtis is being shot for the real men issue. Julian comes in and he asks for some one-on-one time with Nina, and Nina tells Julian that Jordan came to talk to her, and she knows Julian told Jordan that he was with Nina all night, and they both know that was a lie. So Julian asks Nina what she told Jordan. She says she told the truth. He was there a while, but time was hazy. He's like, all right, good enough. He goes to leave, and then Nina's like, but then I remembered the stain on your shirt. She didn't tell Jordan about the stain. At the time, she totally believed Julian, but then after he lied to Alexis about it, she realized that not all was what it appeared to be, and she didn't tell the police about the shirt, and he asked what it'll take for her to forget about the shirt, like, just forever. And she wants him to be in the real men issue. Apparently, what part of what they're doing is turning the tables on objectification to show in like just mainstream advertisements and everything how women are objectified. So they're like turning men into like literal objects to highlight that, and she wants him to be a coffee table with her feet on him. And I'm like, ooh, Nina, you are savage. So Nathan wants to know what they're talking about in there, and I was like, literally put your ear up to the door, it's that easy. And Julian's like, thanks, but no thanks. And Nina's like, all right, well, who here needs an alibi? And she goes to the door and asks Maxie where Nathan is. She needs to talk to him. At the PCPD, Sonny wants Anna involved in the Jerome investigation, not organization. That's a bad slip. And Paul tells both of them about the evidence that was discovered at Julian's, but Anna already knew. Like, at the time, I thought he was telling both of them, but not really. Sonny wants to know what the evidence is. Paul says no. Sonny points out that he's going to find out anyway, and Anna says that she could never figure out who is on Sonny's payroll. She knows someone is. Anna tells Sonny a dagger was recovered at the house and the measurements are consistent with Carlos's wound, and Paul says that Julian's alibi won't hold up. Anna is confident that Sonny won't make any moves against Julian because he wants Julian to pay for what he did to do. In the event that Julian tries to run, Sonny could stop him. And Paul wants Anna in the room when Julian is questioned because he trusts her. So it's kind of going over Jordan's head. Don't know how she'll feel about that. And Nathan is there, and they got a match on the blood on the dagger. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited right now. At Julexis's place, Christina asks Alexis what's wrong. She notices Julian is absent, and she asks how much trouble she and Julian are in. So Alexis tells Christina the police believe that Julian was involved in a crime. Christina puts two and two together real fast, that it's the Carlos Rivera crime. And Christina says she can empathize with picking the wrong man. She's done it multiple times. And Alexis promises that everything will be okay. Sonny shows up at the house. Sonny tells Alexis to tell Julian to come home. He'll wait. And Sonny is going to stay so he can see Julian getting arrested. He wants front row seats. And Christina comes downstairs and heads off to work. Alexis says it won't amount to anything. There's lots of knives out there. Julian's not going to be arrested. And Sonny's like, yeah, but how many knives are out there with Carlos's DNA on it? And she's like, what? So Alexis tells Sonny that Julian's at his office, and if he wants to see the arrest, it'll probably happen there. And she doesn't have much more to say. And Sonny really prods at that. And now end scene. Laura and Kevin make an appointment for Spencer. Spencer says he hasn't lost his father. Because, like, his father used to tell him about his mother, that his mother's always there with him. So his father's always there with him. Nice save. Ava wants a more violent solution to this whole locked in a room thing. Nicholas just wants to talk. And Huxley comes in. Apparently he forgot to pay his phone bill, so they can't call anyone. And Huxley doesn't allow them to leave. So Nicholas is like, look, Ava needs to go meet with a business person. I will stay. And Huxley's like, dude, I don't want you. My issue is with Ava Jerome. And I was like, I'm surprised. Like, I'm honestly surprised. That was a nice little plot twist there. The concierge tells Sam that Niall Carradine was with a blonde. Sam slips him some money, looks at the book, and sees that Ava Jerome checked in too. Nina and Julian apparently have a deal. That'll be fun. Sonny tells Alexis that she got out just in time. And Nathan and the police show up at Alexis's house. She tells them Julian isn't there, and they're like, okay, cool. Alexis Davis, you're being arrested for the murder of Carlos Rivera. Yes, it's happening! It's happening! What we all hoped would happen. Alexis is getting roped into Julian's crime. What's Julian gonna do? Let her? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm so excited right now. I'm like the happiest person in the world. Alright, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to vote for Character of the Week this week. Lots of good choices. And I will be back Monday for more Drama Hospital. It should be on time, but I'll let you know in the comments of this video over the weekend if it's not going to be. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye!